I'm here with Tyler Stout, going pro. What made now the right time, man?
Uh, man, I've been through some pretty good amateur wars, man, and I've just had a lot of people around me just give me, people that have been in the big show and people that have made it to that next level that have given me the advice that it was, now's probably the time to go. Um, I've had 11 amateur fights across the country now, so I figured I'm 27 years old, so I figured it's time to go ahead and start get going.
Yes, sir. It's definitely a fine line between you want to be prepared, but also, like you said, you've been in some tough scraps. The last one, man, absolutely blew up the internet again. 2 for 2 on that. Future of fighting definitely owes you one, man. You keep going viral every time you fight.
Yeah, yeah, man. I think I had some eyes on me ever since I first started. I feel like every time I step out there, I've always put on a good show and draw more attention to myself every time, especially to the promotions I was fighting for. And some of them had their own eyes that I've happened to take under and make them fans of me. And then all the eyes that I've brought to the table as well to those, for those promotions too.
Gotcha. And I mean, that's kind of my next question. Is that what drew you to Fury? Was it just kind of the eyes, or what made Fury the right promotion for you?
Actually, I'll go ahead and give you the whole story of what's been going on. I actually got in touch with a manager, Ed Barnett, through ECB Sports Management, and I've been in talks with this guy for a couple months now. Before I even signed with him, we've been in connection. He's been every time I've called the guy, he's answered the phone. Every time I text him, he's hit me back. Advice, anything I've asked this guy, he's always been available. Before I even signed with him. So that just gave me a good vibe off the rip. So I finally decided to sign with him, and the first opportunity that came was June 9th debut, and then they ended up getting back to us with a 4-fight deal. And the way he explained it to me was Fury isn't just offering 4-fight deals or multiple fight deals to everybody. Um, Obviously I check off the boxes on their list as far as guys that they feel like they can build up and try to get to the next level through that multi-fight deal.
Yes, sir. I mean, 4 fights is kind of perfect. That's enough time for you to kind of make a name and then legitimize all your wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, I mean,
absolutely.
is that kind of the plan? Is just kind of 4-0 and then maybe the next level, or are you looking to get a little more experience at pro, or where's your mindset at?
I mean, I feel like I've got 11 fights now as an amateur. That's some good experience. Everybody says, oh, amateur fights don't matter, this and that. Well, they're talking about wins and losses when it comes to the amateur record. Doesn't matter. I'm you're pretty familiar with the game. How many guys you see come on a contender series with 4 or 5 fights, and then you hear the commentary? Well, this guy had seven amateur fights. That stuff matters, man. So when it comes to that experience, it's all around. And in Kentucky with the rule set, how it is no shin pads, knees to the face. The only thing that's not allowed in this rule set is elbows yet. So I mean, really, you're talking my past 3 or 4 fights could have been professional level fights, and if you've been in tune with my career from the start, I feel like just the level of skills that I've shown was enough for a professional skill set for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I'm glad you addressed that too, because mainly the only difference for you is the time of the rounds, and that's just basically cardio and conditioning there. But
Yeah, exactly. And the pace, you gotta pace yourself for those rounds. And I feel like I learned my lesson with that in that last fight, because I was really eager, man. The pressure was on me, and the whole crowd was there for me. The whole event was felt like it was built around me, and I was really excited to get going. I wanted to bang. I asked for a war, and I got one. And the cards didn't fall in my favor that night. But as far to answer your question about going 4-0 and trying to get to the next level is, I'm gonna take it fight by fight. Obviously, my next 4 fights will be for Fury Fighting Championship. But I'm gonna take it fight by fight, and hopefully all the cards fall in my favor. And they just had a guy that had a 4-fight deal for Fury, and he went through his 4 fights, and now he's getting a contender series shot. So hopefully the same thing or something similar can happen with me as well. But I'm taking it fight by fight, and we'll go from there. So
yes,
everybody
sir.
everybody knows what the goal is, man. It's the big show or bust for me. So
Yes, sir. And I think at your weight class too, you're gonna make a statement. Not a lot of featherweight, or excuse me, flyweights are dropping people like that. So it
yeah,
should be exciting.
yeah, man. I feel like I've got some good power for flyweight. Um, I feel like I'm a big guy for flyweight, but my skill set all around and my IQ, I feel like I've put on good shows, but I feel like I haven't fully shown my potential in the cage yet. Even though we've seen highlight reel knockouts and submissions and fight of the night, fight of the year, nominee fights and stuff like that for combat night, etc. But I feel that I've yet to show my full potential and fight IQ in the cage, so I'm looking forward to do that.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, man. I'm it's July, correct? July 9th?
June 9th. So it'll be
June 9th.
yeah, we're 4 weeks so. But I've been prepared. I've been training. I took some time off after that last fight, and then got right back in the gym as soon as I was healed up, ready to go. And you know, I've been training, just waiting on the call. So we knew it was coming. This isn't something that just popped up out of the blue. So it's not like I've got 4 weeks notice for a debut. We've been training, and we've just been waiting on the call to really set the date and set an opponent. Really.
Gotcha. So my last question, and then I mean the floor is yours. Let you give your shout outs. But it sounds like it's just kind of business as usual though, right? Nothing's really changing in the camp. You're not going to Florida or anything like that. Just same old, same old.
I was actually in Florida a couple weeks ago. I had to go down there for personal reasons, but I was training down there. I was down there with Dominique Simmons training with my brother Nathan Pierce as well. So I got some good work with them. But I've been in a Muay Thai gym lately called Two Brothers with Derek Dispinette, working on my Thai boxing with my elbows and my knees and just really getting sharpening up the tools for this professional debut.
All right, man. I can't wait to see it. Like I said, June 9th. If you don't know, now you know. Fury, Tyler Stout. But like I said, man, the floor is yours. Any shout outs, anything like that?
Yeah, I would like to shout out number one, first of all, my manager, Ed Barnett. I'd like to shout out Fury Fighting Championship for giving me the opportunity. I'd like to shout out Nathan Pierce for sticking by my side as a coach and as a brother and making sure that I get everything I need. His number one goal is to get me to the UFC, so he's stuck by his word by that. I'd like to shout out all my friends and family that support me. And then my last shout out would be to Derek Dispinette for taking me in under his wing and helping me out with my striking and really getting me going and supporting me and helping me get, this next step in my career going. So
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for the time. You're at a great
yeah,
place
shout
in
out
your
to you, man.
career.
Shout out to you
Yeah.
too, man.
Oh yeah, of course. But you're at a great place in your career. You're actually the first interview I got with the Combat Sports Report brand, and I mean, I'm just excited to kind of keep interviewing you, and to the top for both of us.
Yeah, that's why I got to shout you out too, man. Because I know I was your first guy to interview, but I've done a couple of interviews here and there, but you were definitely one of the most professional guys that I've happened to talk to. You ask really good questions. You're really interested in the game, especially these guys coming up. You're not just trying to find top guys and with a big following to get interviews with. So I really appreciate you putting guys on like me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big fan, man. Big fan.
Yeah.
But again, thank you so much for the time. I'm looking forward to seeing it. June 9th, Tyler Stout, Fury. Get your pay-per-view, get your tickets, get your pay-per-views.
UFC Fight Pass, baby.
UFC Fight Pass. That's the big thing, man.
UFC Fight Pass.
UFC only UFC Fight Pass from now on. That's it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.